What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of JAAS Reports You Decide. It is me, just another average stacker. And today, being Independence Day, I thought it would be pretty appropriate to talk about what we have here in front of us and some gold. And whether or not, with the recent spike of price in gold, is it time to buy more because it's going to continue to keep going up and up from here? Or is it time to sell some of it off because we've hit a peak and we're going to see a pullback? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And again, I am not going to give my opinion one way or the other. I'm just going to give information. And then it's up to you to decide. So what I've got here, I've got, I don't know, about 2 ounces of gold here in front of me. Somewhere right around in there. And this is all gold that I have accumulated over the past year. This being my most recent purchase. And I hate wearing gloves, but because this doesn't have a capsule yet, this is my most recent purchase. And on my next precious metals purchase, I will be getting a capsule for that. And then my found gold. Yes, found gold. 18 grams of 14 karat gold. And based upon the current price of gold, worth about $475 scrap value. And that's kind of what made me think about this video, doing this video, is do I want to hold on to this, or should I go ahead and sell it? So anyhow, that's where this video is coming from. To buy or not to buy, that is the question. So what I want to do, I want to take a look at some charts of what has been going on with the gold market. I want to look at some charts of the stock market and see if we can draw any conclusions from that. So hold on just a second, let me grab my laptop and we can take a look at those charts. Alright guys, what I have here is the 5-year gold chart that I've got pulled up from Provident just because that's where I tend to make most of my purchases. And I'd like their charts, and so I just decided to go ahead and use their chart. And we can see over the last 5 years what gold has done, and we had a pretty low area here in end of 2015, and it recovered, and in 2016 was pushing 13, made it a little bit above 1350 there, and a drop, and we've seen this 1350 mark really creating a barrier for gold over the last 5 years. And last month we saw gold starting to climb, and we are currently at 1424.36, and trading is back open globally, so it is currently live, and it's up another $7 today. This is the 4th of July, as I said before. And so we've seen gold break through that 1350 level. And over the last month, we've seen it jump quite significantly. Let's take a look at that. And let's take a look since June 1st. So we see a month ago we were down in the low 1300s, and over the last month gold has increased $100 an ounce, basically. So let's take a look at the Dow Jones over that same 5-year period, and we can see that it's had this steady climb. It's kind of bounced around, floating at the 18,000 levels
for a while here back in 2014. And in 2016 it dipped down a little bit, hitting that support level. And since then, it's just been on this tear. And we are currently pushing 27,000 on the Dow Jones. And over the last month, we have gained roughly 2,000 points on the Dow Jones. And what I find ironic is that we have geopolitical issues going on between the United States and Iran. We've got trade talks with China. We have President Trump stepping foot into North Korea as the first sitting president to ever do so. We have an announcement last month from the Federal Reserve of a potential cut in interest rates coming up. And we still see all this going on, and the Dow just continues to rise and continues to rise. When we heard the announcement of the potential cuts, which I do believe that at their July meeting they will announce that they are going to be cutting interest rates. The market loved hearing that because they could get free money, cheap money. They could borrow money cheaper to do with whatever they do with when they borrow their money. So the market reacted positively. And at the same time, we had gold jump on that same news. So it's rather ironic that we see the Federal Reserve making an announcement and both the stock market and gold rise off of that same news, off of the same geopolitical concerns. So which one of these is right? We have gold reacting to a tightening global economy, which is why the Federal Reserve is talking about lowering interest rates. We've got a housing bubble. We have a consumer debt huge bubble with student loans, consumer credit, and it's just out of this world the amount of debt that we're carrying. And we see gold beginning to react to that. So when we go back again and look at this, let's take a look at it from an all-time just because I don't want to type in those dates again. So back here, 2014, we're roughly 80 points higher, I think, 60 points higher, $60 an ounce higher, and we've broken through that 1350 level. So does that mean people are going to start taking some profits here? Or are people going to start flocking away from this to put it into this safe haven over here, causing the price to rise? So that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about as far as these charts. We've got a very, very interesting situation from my perspective, that we've got both the stock market and gold rising at the same time, pretty significantly, in my opinion. So anyhow, let's get back to the actual gold. Be right back.
All right, now back to the pretty stuff. So we're sitting here now with a conundrum of, do we hold on to this or do we sell it? What's the market going to do? It's anybody's guess. Do we buy some more? Do we sell a little bit? Do we just hold tight? And on this Independence Day, I thought this was very appropriate to show Statue of Liberty to celebrate our independence as a united nation. So this is JAAS reporting on things that you need to decide about. Gold. Buy or sell? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you could, give me one of those thumbs up. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You all have a wonderful 4th of July for those of you that are in the United States. I pray for your safety, I pray for your peace, and I pray for your independence. This is JAAS. Have a great evening.